Alrighty, alrighty, guys. So I want to talk about this for a little bit. I got a message from my good old subscriber, Dougie. I gotta think Doug. He be sending me all this stuff because usually I don't even know about this stuff till later on. But so Teen Titans go. Well, not even go, but the original Teen Titans is coming back to the block. What does this mean? Now, here's my thing. I'm going to be very quick with this, and I'm going to give you my thoughts, and we'll go from here. Now, a lot of people speculate they're bringing back Teen Titans, the TV show. Let's not get carried away. This show would never come back unless Teen Titans Go is still on the block. I mean, literally, that makes no sense for them to air a good show, then you have a bad show, because it's going to make people switch over to the good show and leave Teen Titans Go in the dust. They don't want that. But they do hear the ratings. Ladies and gentlemen, hear what I say. Cartoon Network, hear the ratings. Now, you're probably saying, what does that mean? That means they're hearing the ratings. They don't hear you, they hear the ratings. The ratings are terrible this year for Cartoon Network. They have been in the utter shitter. One person said Cartoon Network ratings have always been bad. Not this bad, dude. Not this bad. Hear me out. When the ratings for Cartoon Network were, let's say, 3 or 4 years ago, they were very high. Most of the times, even when Teen Titans Go, they were always ranked sometimes higher than Nickelodeon. But Nickelodeon at the time was going through a lot of shit too at the time. So, yeah. However, they don't have a hit show like Loud House. And I bet you Cartoon Network's kicking themselves in the ass because of that. Now, the only show come close to Loud House, as in breaking barriers down with the LGBT community, is Steven Universe. However, Cartoon Network has seen the lack of promotion, the lack of advertising for the show. The ratings have dipped for it as well too. Let's say they usually get a 1.5. Well, their ratings are a 1.2, sometimes in the thousands. And it's just the lack of promotion that Cartoon Network is doing, and they're listening to the audience. Now, also, Teen Titans Go Trouble in Tokyo, which is not my favorite movie, by the way. When people told me about it, I was like, I don't care, because I did not like the movie. I just didn't like how that was the last thing we got of Teen Titans, which made me even dislike the movie even more. But that movie aired on, I think it was a couple days ago, last Saturday. Correct me if I'm wrong down there below. I'm not too sure. And from what I've heard from people, the ratings did good for it. Yeah, the ratings were very good for the show, for the movie. So I think this is why they're bringing back the original. Also, I've heard that they put the original on demand. The original Teen Titans back on demand, like all majority of the episodes. Now, you're probably saying, do they hear the complaints of fans? I think they hear the ratings. Hear me when I say this again. The ratings. The ratings have not been good for Cartoon Network this year. Teen Titans Go itself is not doing well like it was doing 2 years ago or even last year itself. Okay? And I think they're hearing it, and I think they're going to try to add some more action cartoons back to the block. Now, you're probably saying, are they going to do some type of Samurai Jack continuation of Teen Titans? Probably so. I, on the other hand, do not want it on Teen Titans. I mean, on Cartoon Network. Excuse me. Because Cartoon Network today, it ain't like it used to be. Now, Cartoon Network back in 5 or 6 years ago, hell yeah, I would prefer it. But now it's like, I don't know. Yeah, they might be better off taking it to that new DC service network that Young Justice going, because they have more freedom. However, if it is successful, they should do it. I mean, I think Cartoon Network now sees with Nickelodeon and Disney what they're doing, and they're doing fabulous work. Like Nickelodeon, Friday, they took the whole day. Like, they were trending on Twitter. They were doing this at Comic-Con. Cartoon Network released a Steven Universe trailer. I saw it afterwards. It got no buzz. No one talked about it because Hey Arnold took the damn fucking day. That trailer was released. People were geeking the fuck out. I was killing. I was like, I want to put a tear to my eyes. It's like, I'm about to get the ending to Hey Arnold. And fans were happy about that. And Cartoon Network knows that. Now, here's the thing. Cartoon Network has done these reboots for the past few years, and they've not been successful. The Pop-Up Girls is a prime example of not a success. It's been terrible. I'm sorry, people. If you're a fan of the Pop-Up Girls 2016, it's a failure. It's a huge failure. By fans-wise, critic-wise, it's not doing well in the ratings. They don't even get over 1 million views. And Cartoon Network knows it too. After this previous season they do, this show is canned. There will be no more Pop-Up Girls because the toys are not selling either. So yeah, Cartoon Network knows they screwed the pooch on that. And Ben 10 2016 or 17, whenever you saw it, It's not lighting the world on fire. As a matter of fact, it's actually lighting people on fire, if you get my drift. But it's not doing very well. So, you know, it's one of those things. These reboots have not been successful. They have been piss poor at best. When you look at reboots done poorly, you look at Cartoon Network. And their reboots are done very poorly. Now, back to Teen Titans Go, the original. What does this mean? Well, this means many things. This means if it airs at 6 o'clock in the morning, which it does, DVR it and watch it like that. Because now I think Nielsen Razor takes DVRs, Sling TV, YouTube, but again, I mean YouTube views, but that's kind of hard. I don't know, but just DVR if you can't watch, because I know ain't nobody gonna get up there early in the morning to watch it. However, if kids are going back to school, this is a good thing for them because they can check it out before they go to school. My thing is DVR it, support it, watch it the best way you can, because that will get Cartoon Network a sign to bring the show back as a continuation. They might invest money to bring it back. However, I'm not going to really look into this too much because Cartoon Network's done stupid things before and they haven't done nothing with it. Like, for example, I think Cartoon Network need to be knocking on the creator of Codename Kids Next Door. Hey, you still got the Galactic Kids Next Door working? Yeah. How fast can we get that in production? Like, they need to get that shit in production ASAP. ASAP. I think I spelled it wrong, but you know what I'm trying to say. Screw you. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much my whole thing on it. That's about it. It's good news, yeah, it is. But I'm very optimistic right now because again, this is Cartoon Network, and we know how they do. But as always, guys, like and motherfucking subscribe. Peace. What do you guys think of the original Teen Titans Go coming back to Cartoon Network? You think this is a slight of hope? But they are listening to the ratings. Hear what I say to Skin. They're listening to the ratings. They're not listening to you. They're listening to the ratings. Cartoon Network ratings have been in the shitter this year. Just putting it out there. As always, guys, like, subscribe. Peace. Have a goddamn Johnson day. And I'll talk to you in the next video.